You're good. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Excellent. Hey, boss, good boss.
Me in particular.
Not yet.
Yes. So basically, as you have been following and as you understand now, we had our lead counsel who was representing Hopewell Chin'ono being denied audience by the magistrate court last week, and she's now being barred from even consulting with the client even at prisons. It appears that the members of the Zimbabwe Prisons and Correctional Services are now interpreting that lack of audience in court to also apply to other places of detention and other facilities. So they're essentially stripping Hopewell Chin'ono of his right to legal representation at all levels. Because ordinarily that ruling only applies in the lead counsel not being able to present or represent him in court, but not in other areas where she can actually represent him. So that's one of the major concerns that we have now.
What are you going to do about it?
It's something that we are now going to be strategizing as a team to see how best we can get that right to legal representation restored. So we are likely going to be approaching the courts.
Thank you, Rose.
About changes after that High Court application was continued.
No. We have not managed to have any further discussions on that. It was hearing the fresh bail application that had been filed on behalf of Hopewell Chin'ono based on changed circumstances. Today dismissed the application. So basically he said that in his view what was presented before him did not amount to changed circumstances. Mainly he was stating that issues of conditions of detention were already placed before him when Hopewell first appeared in court on the 24th of July. And he was basically also saying that since there were calls to protest and remove the government, even though the date had been set for 31 July, from his interpretation, that had not happened and it would still occur. So he rejected the bail application on changed circumstances. So essentially he said there were no new circumstances that were presented before him. So now the advocate who is representing Hopewell Chin'ono is now preparing an appeal which is going to be filed. So he's going to be going back to the High Court to appeal against that ruling. Thank you.
How is Hopewell?
He looks strong, he's hanging in there, but of course it's very difficult for someone who has lost his liberty to continue to be denied the right to liberty by the courts.
I think I just want to just give you a quick briefing on what transpired in court regarding the case of
thank you very much, members of the media. Just to advise you that we are coming out of court, wherein we were continuing with our challenge on the placement of Mr. Sikala on remand. The argument basically being that the words alleged to have been uttered by him do not constitute an offense. So we proceeded with the same, and that is not yet done. We are going to be winding up our application tomorrow at 9 before Magistrate Honorable Ngoni Nduna. Thank you.
Would you mind tell us about the complaints you raised in the state of prisons? What's the state of the prisons according to your client?
I'll refer to what is in the record and the record alone. I do not want to anticipate what is in the court of law.
I mean, the record, would you mind to tell us what you placed before the court?
What we placed before the court is that Mr. Sikala is afraid for his life because there were death threats that were made to him while he's in prison over the weekend.
Also, you raised the issue of COVID-19 situation. Would you like to tell us what you told the court?
The police concerns about the PPE, personal protective equipment, and secondly, the issue of COVID-19 in the cells. And the court has directed that prisons must investigate and report to the Honorable Court within 48 hours.
What is the state according to what you placed before the court?
I am done. Thank you.